What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am. And today I've got a story time for y'all that was sent in to me about this dude's cousin that ended up losing $500,000 in about 30 seconds by making a pretty simple mistake. I figured it would be a story y'all are going to enjoy. So before we get into it, be sure to press the like button, or no joke, no scam. You're going to lose $500,000 in 30 seconds. And without further ado, let's get into it.
Nice racking her ass Brazilian, just turned 21, but my bank's a million.
Alright, now like I said, this is a story that was sent into me, and I guess that this guy had a cousin that was doing very, very well for himself over the past couple months, buying and flipping NFTs, right? And for those of you that don't know what NFTs are, I don't really get it either, but I know that people are making like a crap ton of money doing this with JPEGs very quickly. And, you know, I know there's going to be people in the comments, it's so much more than a JPEG, whatever, bro, we get it, yeah, Bored Ape Club or whatever, I don't know. Anyways, he basically would not be quiet about it. He was constantly talking to his family members about how he was turning this into that and that into this and all these good things, and obviously, he started talking to his cousin about it, and his cousin was interested, as you are when a family member's making a bunch of money and they're claiming it's very easy. And so one day his cousin's like, you know what, come over, I'll show you how to buy one. You know, like whatever, it's pretty easy, it's not that difficult. So whatever, he goes over to his cousin's house and his cousin is like, this is how you do it, da-da-da-da-da. And I guess he had like $1 million worth of NFTs, and then he had like $500,000 in Ethereum that he wanted to use to buy a new NFT. So like, we're talking crazy money here, right? Listen, if I had $1.5 million, I'm not saying that NFTs are completely worthless or like will never be used in a video game in the future, anything like that. I just feel like there's maybe better things you could buy with $500,000. Now, that's a personal preference and not financial advice, but, you know, kind of crazy. And whatever, he says that he has this one NFT that he's gonna buy from a friend. And I've never bought an NFT personally, but the way that I've always understood it is you would go to like OpenSea or a place like that and you would buy it, and the transaction would be you sending the crypto and you would get it immediately, right? Like, you know, I wouldn't trust that all this money's being sent on the honor system of like, okay, I'm gonna send the Ethereum to your wallet, you're gonna send me the NFT, right? I've never done it, but from what I understand, it's supposed to be like a normal transaction. They give you the NFT, you give them the money at the same time, because like it's a checkout system. At least that's what I thought it was, or think it is. But whatever, I guess he tells his cousin that like, yeah, you know, usually that's the way it works, but I know this guy, you know, so I trust him. I've been in group chats with him for a while, so I'm going to buy it from him directly. And I guess one way or another, this guy that he knows from this group chat had convinced him that it was a good idea to send the Ethereum to a wallet that wasn't related to the NFT, right? And then he was just going to send him the NFT, like, basically, you know, not the way where it would be very secure. The system of, you're gonna PayPal me all of the money, and then I'm gonna ship it when I feel like it type of vibe, but with a, you know, $500,000 NFT. And so his cousin is like, yeah, so basically I'm going to send the money to his address. When he gets it, he's going to send me the NFT and it's going to work out. And he's never done NFTs before, the person who sent this into me, but he kind of has the same concern I have of like, okay, well, if you send this guy all the money, then what are you going to do like if he doesn't send you the NFT? And obviously his cousin kind of scoffs at that. He's like, dude, trust me, this guy is legit. There's no way that he would be a scammer, man. Like, I've known this guy for a couple months now. And listen, that's not exactly a compelling argument when we're talking about $500,000 here, right? Like, oh, yeah, you know this guy for a couple months. Oh, and he's about to steal $500,000 from you, but it's okay because, you know his on Twitter or whatever. A couple months? I feel like somebody would be willing to pretend to be your friend for a couple months if it meant that they were going to get $500,000. So whatever, he's not the expert. He's not the guy with $1.5 million to play around with on the internet. So he tells his cousin, okay. So his cousin basically shows him the process of sending a transaction, copying the wallet code, sending the wallet code, all that stuff. And he sends it and he goes, okay, and now we wait for it to confirm. And, you know, they're waiting, it confirms, and he texts the guy and he's like, all right, did you get it? And the guy says, yeah, I got it. You know, thank you so much. I'll send the NFT. And he's like, awesome. And so they're waiting, and he's like, oh man, my computer's having trouble right now. It won't turn on, so I can't send the NFT right now. Can you wait till tomorrow? And he's like, kind of annoyed. He's like, man, I'd really prefer you to send it right now. Is there any way you can do it? Oh, I'm gonna get my computer fixed, man. Just trust me. And his cousin's like, okay, yeah, we'll just send it whenever you get your computer fixed. So he leaves his cousin's house that day. And his cousin thinks that he's going to get his money or his NFT relatively soon. All right, guys, I'm going to interrupt the video for just 1 second. On screen now is a gift card code. I give one of these away in every video to say thank you to you guys for subscribing and turning on notifications and supporting the channel. I really do appreciate it. So, yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, turn on notifications. I give away free money and press the like button and your mom's a hoe, and let's get back to it. Thanks. And a few days later, he sees his cousin, and it looks like his cousin hasn't slept at all. And he's like, yo, bro, are you okay? And he's like, I got scammed. What do you mean? Well, the guy just blocked me. He never sent the NFT, and I really don't have a way to like get my money back because I sent it to him from my wallet, and you know, it wasn't on an exchange or anything. And he's like, wait, what? What do you mean? And so this is where this guy's a moron. Like I said, bro, I'm pretty sure that when you buy an NFT, it's supposed to be like an auction system or like buying something on eBay where, you know, there's a layer of protection. Like, I think it's a secure transaction, right? This guy had done the equivalent of like driving to the middle of a parking lot, right? Dropping off a briefcase of $50,000. And then tomorrow morning, he's supposed to come back and pick up his new truck. And if anyone comes along and takes that $50,000, then my goodness, wouldn't that be a shame? That's basically what happened. This guy basically made a charitable donation of $500,000 to this guy's wallet under the guise of getting an NFT. Because, you know, it was his friend for a couple months. And obviously, he feels horrible for his cousin, and I do too. Like, I genuinely hope that this guy does get his money back because that's just so much money to get stolen. But at the same time, man, if you're sending that much money, like, you should have told him to eat balls, even if he's your friend. You're doing it the secure way. And if he had a problem with that, that should have raised red flags, dude. Because if I were the other guy, I would also want it to be secure. Like, wouldn't you rather also just do it in a secure auction? You know, this should have raised alarm bells the entire time that this guy wanted to do it. So, like, no, man, you just send it to me off of the exchange. We're all good. But regardless, he's just been kind of blowing up all the group chats he's in, trying to get anybody to respond to him, and everybody's trying to talk to the guy, but the guy had, like, deleted all of his accounts and basically gone ghost. Because, you know, he had just gotten a $500,000 donation from some guy to, like, buy an NFT, right? And so people were just kind of watching his wallets for transactions. I don't really know how all of this works at all, right? Like, I'm not a giant crypto dude, but apparently they're watching his wallet, and he just emptied all of the wallets that he had associated with, like, this identity. And it looked like it went through something where, like, it mixes it all up. Like, it sends it to this wallet, and then to this wallet, and then to this wallet. So, yeah, chances are this guy's probably not going to see any of his funds. And when he reported it to the police, obviously, as you do in this situation, this isn't something where you just let it slide, right? They were like, okay, well, do you know who he is? And he gave him a name and all that stuff. Come to find out, yep, pictures weren't his. Like, this dude basically did no background research, which is insane to me. People are out there willing to send like $500,000 to a person they don't even know exists. And yeah. It's also wild that somebody that, like, knows this little about making sure stuff is secure managed to flip NFTs, you know? I'm starting to think maybe that money might have come from elsewhere, because you think somebody that's flipping NFTs like there's no tomorrow would have a little bit more skill at picking up when a, you know, transaction is a little sussy. Regardless, though, his cousin, like, literally didn't sleep for days after, and then finally just kind of accepted it and got over it, because there wasn't really much for him to do about it. You just got to keep living life, right? But regardless, man, that 30-second window where this dude was like, yeah, whatever, it's no big deal, telling his cousin how he was gonna flip this NFT and make all this money, ended up costing him $500,000. So double check all your stuff, dude. I don't know how many of y'all are crypto experts out there. I don't know much about it, but like I said, if you are doing this stuff, just make sure everyone's legit. You're kind of silly if you think no one out there will scam you for $500,000. I'm not saying you should. If you're out there scamming people, it's not cool. You shouldn't be doing it. But you also can't be naive and be like, guys, I'm a multi-millionaire. I trust everyone. Chances are somebody's going to take you for a ride. You're going to send $500,000 in Ethereum to a wrong address you're never going to get back. But yeah, on that note, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to press the like button. Comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you really want to help me out, I'll put a link to the intro song down below, along with a link to my podcast, The Scuffcast, and of course, you could use code SCRUBBY at the G Fuel checkout. I would really appreciate it. It helps me out more than y'all know. Beyond that, 2 more things that I gotta shout out. I did go ahead and put some of my story times up on Spotify so you guys can listen to those without gameplay, offline, whatever it is you prefer. So I'll put that link in the description. Be sure to go check it out. I would very much appreciate it. And we got the Karen Christmas sweater, which might be the coolest Christmas merch to ever exist in the history of the planet. That link will be at the top of the description, so be sure to go check it out. I would really, really appreciate that as well, getting close to Christmas. And on that note, that'll do it. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.